Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to my reprisal of the game from yesterday. So Black missed his opportunity to play b4 and played king to f7 instead. Now White played king to c2 and Black just put his rooks on the h file. Now White played king b3, making b4 even tougher to play. Black played a pretty natural move, rook on 2 to a4. And White played a very natural move. His pawn is being attacked. He played f3. Rook on 8 to a6. Bishop to d4, g6. Now, first, a good question here might be, what should White play? Honestly, I feel like every single position for the next few moves, you should spend like a minute or two trying to figure out what move you would play. Because this is a really cool and important game. I don't do this every game, you know, so take your time. So I think Lasker played a really nice move here. He played rook to d3. Now, he had another possibility that a lot of people jump at, is h4, to try to do something on the king's side. I'm not a fan of this move, however, because after h5, this pawn could become a weakness. And if you play g3, you're sort of setting your pawn structure in a way that you're not 100% sure you want to do, and maybe this pawn would become weak. There's just a lot of reasons why h4 seems unnecessary to me. So rook d3 was played, which I think is a pretty good move. King e8 was played. I'm not sure about that move. Not so sure at all, but it's probably okay. Now, what move should White play? Not rocket science. Rook to d1. Black now played e5. This move I definitely have a problem with. I think Black's idea was clear. He wants to bring his king to the cozy square e6 somehow. And he was probably concerned if king to d7, perhaps some kind of idea like bishop f2 to g3, putting pressure on the pawn. However, I think Black just has to suck it up and deal with a position like this, although, admittedly, it's very unpleasant. Black's position is passive. All of White's pieces are attacking d6. But instead he played e5, and I don't like this because, well, you're going to see. Bishop e3 was played, king to d7. Another suspect move in my mind. What would you play here for White? Alright, so Lasker played a very good move. Bishop to c5. Because now this bishop is going to be attacking this pawn. And he wants to go bishop to a3. And just kind of leave the bishop in a great spot. Black played rook to a1. And this is another very important moment. White to move. What would you play here? So, I'm going to show you. I hope you pause your video and try to think about this one. And I'm going to tell you, at the chess camps I run, in which like half the students are masters sometimes, usually over half of them get it wrong. But this is a crucial moment in the game. And a very good, if you're a chess teacher, a very good moment to, for instruction, basically. What is the key move here? The very important move that White must play in order to give himself the best chance of winning: do not trade. Rook on 1 to d2. There is a curse where a lot of players are kind of obsessed with trading pieces. But rook a1 is a tremendous mistake here. And let's talk about it logically. Let's say we take, and they take. So now we have one rook and one bishop attacking this pawn. What is he defending with? A bishop and a king. He does not need to defend with anything else, which means that this rook can roam free behind enemy lines and can kind of do whatever it wants. Let's say we play the move that Lasker played, rook on 1 to d2. Well, now we have three pieces attacking the d-pawn, which means that this bishop, this king, and this rook are frozen defending the pawn. Now, yes, this rook can roam free. However, it's not very easy to do anything when we have two rooks defending our second and third line. All of our pawns are defended, and basically, When we are tying down our opponent's pieces with our aggressively posted pieces, we do not want to trade. We want to leave his passive rook here on a6. And we're going to tell him when he's allowed to move that rook, because maybe we'll move our rook out of the way someday. But until that moment, the rook on a6 is tied down. And so rook on 1 to d2 is a very high-class move, and a move that you should really think about and study. Because these are the types of moves that are the difference between masters and, non-masters, pretty much. So black played king to e6. And now white went bishop a3. g5 was played. And now another question. What should white do here? So this is also crucial because it's clear that white has a plan of bringing the king in. Our rooks are perfectly posted. Our bishop is perfectly posted. The only piece we can still improve is our king, and we can bring it to b4 and try to take the pawn on b5. The problem is, if we do this right away, d5 is annoying. So, the move rook d5 suggests itself. It's what Lasker played. And now black's counterplay is running low. Black played rook b6, and white just walked in with the king. And the problem is king a5 is coming. And it's very difficult for... Well, first, rook takes b5 is... Wait, I forget what the idea here is. Ah, yes. King a5 is coming. So black played g4 to create some counterplay. And after king a5, bishop d8 is tricky, because we could take this with check, but then black recaptures with check. However, white will simply take the pawn on b5 instead. But after king a5, he didn't do that. He went rook a6, king takes b5, and now that he won the pawn, now he was okay with trading rooks. And white is up a pawn, and after rook a8, king to b6, his king has just taken all of the b-pawns, and white won this game relatively easily. But overall, I found that this is one of the most underappreciated examples from Lasker's play and this match. I think it's a really good, instructive game for a few reasons. Number one, black, in the last video, should have went for counterplay when he had the chance, instead of just taking this kind of suffering position. And number two, white had to think about trading pieces and to intentionally not trade that rook on a1. And number three, the active king. We had our perfect setup, then we walk in with the king and start munching all the pawns. So I really love this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And now Lasker has a 3-point lead in the match. So it's looking good. Alright, bye-bye.